Good morning, students. Today you have to discuss the second chapter, that is your form of business organization. In form of business organization, we have to discuss different types of business units. That is number one, sole trading concerns or sole proprietorship. Number two, partnership. Number three, Hindu undivided family business or joint Hindu family business. Number four, cooperative society. Number five, joint stock company. Today you have to discuss regarding sole proprietorship, the meaning, features and merits and demerits of sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship means a business organization which is owned by a single person who bears the entire business risks. Or you can say the business which is managed, controlled and guided by the person is known as sole trading concern. Following are the features of sole trading concern. Number one, single owner. Number two, management and control. Number three, capital. Number four, unlimited liability. Number five, formation. And number six, continuity. Number one, single owner. Sole proprietorship is owned by a single individual. He alone is responsible for bearing all the risks and managing the affairs of the business. However, the managing the business affair, he may employ other as employees. Management and control. Sole proprietorship is one man show. Thus, the owner takes all the decisions relating to business operation, from decisions regarding what business is to be done and how this business is to be done. That means all the important decisions taken by the sole trader. Then next your important point is your unlimited liability. The sole proprietor has unlimited liability in the matter of business affairs. He is personally responsible for paying business debts if this cannot be paid by the business. If business property is insufficient to meet the debts, then the trader's personal property will be utilized for settlement of the debts. Then capital of the sole trading is provided exclusively by the sole proprietor. If he investment money borrowed from others, this is related as a debts or loans. Generally, the capital of the sole trading is very low. Then formation of sole proprietorship is quite easy as it does not involve any legal formalities. Then continuity of sole proprietorship depend on the continuity of the sole proprietor. Thus, in the case of his death, insanity, insolvency, etc., the proprietorship ceases to exist. Then come to merits of the sole proprietorship: easy formation and closure, flexibility, quick decision making, secrecy of direct incentives and sense of accomplishments, or low overheads, social utility. Easy formation and closure. Formation and closure of sole proprietorship are quite easy. An individual with a small amount of money can start the business as a sole proprietorship firm. There is no legal formalities in forming the firm. However, a sole proprietorship is required to complete specific legal formalities while doing some types of business, like opening a medical shop, dealing in liquor shop, etc. Then come to flexibility. Sole proprietorship is highly flexible form of business organization, as business may be added and deleted without any legal formality. This is possible because of the sole proprietorship has the sole authority to do this. Then quick decision making. There is a quick decision making in sole proprietorship as all the decisions are made by the single person. Though in the case of need, he may consult others while making the decisions. Secrecy, there is a very high secrecy of information in sole proprietorship because the sole proprietor is not bound to share business information with others. In many cases, secrecy of information is quite helpful for business operations. For example, keeping profit margin of an entirely new type of business secret to retain the entity of possible of competitors. Then direct incentive. Sole proprietorship provides direct incentive to the concerned business as he is alone entitled to keep the profits earned by the business, subject to payment of income tax. Thus, there is a direct relationship between efforts and reward, which is quite motivating. Then low overhead. Sole proprietorship involves low overhead because the sole proprietor manages the business affairs himself. Thus, managing cost is quite low, resulting in low overhead on account of managing costs. Then social utility. Sole proprietorships operate mostly and small scale basis. Their number is quite large. Therefore, such firms are found in the vicinity of customers, thereby minimizing their time and efforts required in buying relevant products. This is a very good form of creating social utility by small proprietorship or by sole proprietorship. Then come to the demerits of the sole proprietorship. The following are the demerits of sole proprietorship. Number 1, limited financial resources. Number 2, unlimited liability. Number 3, uncertain life. Number 4, limited managerial ability. Non-ability of economic of large scale are the demerits of sole proprietorship business. Now we have to come limited financial resources. As you know, the resources of the single persons are utilized in the business. Generally, the resources of the single person is very large, very low. If you compare the other form of business organization, that is your partnership, joint in the firm business, corporate society, if you compare, then the capital or resources of the sole trading concerns is very low. And unlimited liability. Sole proprietorship has unlimited liability. As a result, the sole proprietor has personal liabilities towards business. The fund provides, including trade creditors, may recover their dues from the non-business assets of the sole proprietorship if the business does not work unanticipated. That means the sole trader has to utilize his personal property for settlement of the business debts. Uncertain life. The fate of sole proprietorship is tied with the sole proprietor. Thus, in case of the non-availability of the sole proprietorship for any reason, like the death, that is your insanity, ill health, etc., the business has to be closed. Limited managerial ability. Sole proprietorship has limited managerial ability as management input is provided by a single individual. He cannot employ professional managers because of low volume of business. Thus, there is a possibility of unsound business decisions. Non-ability of economy of large scale. Sole proprietorship is run on small scale business, on small scale. Therefore, economy resulting from large scale business operating are not available or not possible. This is about to your demerits of sole trading concerns. And next period we have to discuss the partnerships meaning, features, merits and demerits and types of partners. Thank you. Have a nice day.